Hello, wonderful story lovers, and welcome. Are you ready for an adventure? Today we're journeying deep into a lush green jungle to meet a very special friend. His name is Tilly, and he is a little tiger with the biggest heart and the most curious mind in the whole wide world. So snuggle up, get comfy, and let's begin the adventures of the little tiger. In a sundered corner of the jungle, where the flowers bloomed in every color of the rainbow, lived Tilly the little tiger. Tilly wasn't like the other big tigers who spent their days snoozing in the shade. Oh no, Tilly's stripes seemed to fizz with energy. He wanted to explore every nook and cranny, pounce on every dancing butterfly, and make friends with every creature he met. One bright morning, Tilly woke up with a wiggle of his nose and a flick of his tail. Today is a great day for an adventure, he declared to a sleepy lizard sunbathing on a nearby rock. The lizard just blinked slowly. Tilly giggled and bounced out of his cozy den, his little paws barely making a sound on the soft, mossy ground. His first stop was the Whispering Waterfall, a magical place where the water tumbled down like a curtain of sparkling diamonds. As he got closer, he heard a tiny whimpering sound. Peeking through a giant fern, he saw a little monkey clinging to a branch high above the roaring water. The monkey looked very scared. "Hello, up there," Tilly called out, his voice friendly and warm. "Are you all right?" The little monkey, whose name was Miko, said, "I climbed up to get the sweetest mango," he explained, pointing a shaky finger towards a bright orange fruit just out of his reach. "But now I'm too scared to climb down." Tilly looked at the branch, then at the rushing water below. He wasn't the best climber, especially not on slippery, wet branches. But a friend was in need. He had to think of something. He remembered what his mama tiger always told him. Every problem has a solution. Tilly, you just have to look at it from a different angle. Tilly trotted around the base of the tree, his eyes scanning everything. He saw a long, sturdy vine hanging from another, bigger tree. It swung gently in the breeze, almost like a jungle swing. An idea popped into his head. It was a brilliant, wobbly, slightly scary idea, but it just might work. "Miko, hold on tight," Tilly shouted. He grabbed the end of the vine with his teeth and backed up, pulling it as far as he could. "I'm going to swing the vine to you. You need to grab it." With a mighty run and a leap, Tilly sent the vine swinging towards the frightened monkey. The first time, it missed. The second time, it was too high. Tilly didn't give up. He took a deep breath, aimed carefully, and launched the vine again. This time, it was perfect. Miko's little hands grabbed hold of the thick vine. "I've got it," Miko squealed with relief. Slowly and carefully, with Tilly cheering him on from below, Miko used the vine to swing himself safely to a lower, thicker branch and then shimmied down the tree trunk. He landed on the ground and gave Tilly the biggest hug a little monkey could give. "You saved me," Miko chirped. "You're the bravest tiger I've ever met." To thank him, Miko scurried back up the tree and expertly plucked the sweet mango, splitting it in half for them to share. As they sat munching on the juicy fruit, Tilly felt a warm glow inside. Helping a friend felt even better than pouncing on butterflies. With his new friend Miko chattering happily on his back, Tilly continued his adventure. They soon arrived at the sunken meadow, a place known for its beautiful, rare star lilies that only bloomed for one day. But when they got there, all the lilies were closed up tight, even though the sun was shining brightly. Sitting sadly by the flowers was a wise old tortoise named Sheldon. "What's wrong, Sheldon?" Tilly asked, nudging the tortoise's shell gently. Sheldon sighed a long, slow sigh. "Oh, hello, Tilly. It's the star lilies. They won't open. They only open when they hear the song of the sun." But the songbird family who sings it every morning flew away to visit their cousins. Miko and Tilly looked at each other. A song. Tilly couldn't sing very well. His voice was more of a low rumble, and Miko's voice was a high-pitched squeak. But they couldn't let the beautiful lilies miss their one day in the sun. Maybe, maybe we can try, Miko suggested timidly. Tilly's ears perked up. "That's a great idea, Miko. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to come from the heart." So Tilly took a deep breath and let out a soft, rumbling purr, trying to make it sound like the warm morning sun. Miko added his high-pitched chirps and clicks, like the sound of little birds waking up. Sheldon, inspired by their effort, joined in with a low humming sound from deep within his shell. Their song was strange. It was a mix of rumbles, squeaks, and hums. It wasn't the song of the sun, not exactly. It was their own song. And as they sang together, something magical happened. One by one, the star lilies began to unfold their petals, revealing a brilliant, sparkling center that looked just like a tiny star. The whole meadow was soon filled with their light and a wonderful, sweet scent. Sheldon the tortoise had tears of joy in his wise old eyes. "You did it. You created a new song, a song of friendship, and the lilies loved it." Tilly, Miko, and Sheldon spent the rest of the afternoon admiring the flowers, feeling proud of what they had accomplished together. Tilly learned that you don't have to be the best at something to make a difference. Sometimes, just trying your best with your friends is all it takes to create something truly beautiful. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, it was time for Tilly to head home. He said goodbye to Sheldon and gave Miko another big hug, promising to have more adventures together soon. He trotted back through the jungle, his heart full. It had been a day of fun, friendship, and learning. He had helped a friend in need, made music with another, and discovered that the best adventures are the ones you share. When he arrived back at his den, his mama was waiting for him. "And where has my little adventurer been?" she asked, licking the top of his head. Tilly snuggled up close to her, his stripes glowing in the twilight. "Everywhere, Mama," he purred sleepily. "I learned that being brave isn't about not being scared. It's about helping someone even when you are. And I learned that making a new song with friends is better than any old song alone." His mama smiled. "It sounds like you had the best adventure of all, my little tiger." And as Tilly drifted off to sleep, he dreamt of mangoes, star lilies, and all the new friends and adventures that tomorrow would bring. And that's the story of Tilly's wonderful day. He showed us that a kind heart and a bit of courage can solve any problem. Thank you so much for joining us on this jungle journey. If you loved Tilly's story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing adventures. We can't wait to see you again next time. Bye for now.